Guys, what is going on? I just wanted to turn the camera on for a little bit because I'm down here with Ziva. She was going stir crazy in the house. I've been trying to stay as much out of things as I can, even grocery stores and whatnot, as much as I can. But down here, there's literally nobody that I've even came close to being in contact with. I mean, not even pretty much with a rock throw. So, doing good, guys. Hope you all are doing good. And, I was going to tell you guys a couple things that kind of shocks me and surprises me sometimes is, what I hear the most about Ziva when people see her? Because she kind of stands out. People always ask me about her and say, wow, that's a cool dog. And one of the first things people always say is, I've never seen an all-black German Shepherd. Hey, Wales. Somebody just commented to me from Wales. What is up? I appreciate that comment. That is so super cool, man. Super cool. Appreciate you watching. The comment I always see is, or what people say to me in person is, I never seen an all-black German Shepherd before. And I say, well, man, that guy's Jake breaking. Hang on. Man, semi going down the street up on the highway back there, Jake breaking the whole way. What I always say is go to Google, type in solid black German Shepherd, and you'll get about 200,000 pages worth of stuff. And they're becoming more popular, which is good, but in a way, it's not good because some of these guys are raising the prices on them. Some of these breeders, not the guy I went through, I don't believe he would do that, but some of these breeders are charging a premium for the black shepherds, which is a recessive gene. And it takes 2 black shepherds to make a black shepherd, or a pure solid white. Believe it or not, a pure solid white and a pure solid black will throw black shepherds. Remember when I had Ella? Ella's dad's name was Casper. He was pure white. She was solid black. But people tell me, you'd be surprised how many people tell me, I've never seen a solid black or heard of a solid black German Shepherd before. But yeah, they are sweet. Guys, I hope you're doing good out there. Hope everybody's making it, man. I know a lot of people's in a lot of hard times right now with what's going on with this economy. And there's nothing, we had one of the best booming economies that we've had in decades, literally in decades, and it was building more and more momentum. Tinkerbell Blue just commented. I appreciate the comment, buddy, on the dog. But we had one of the most booming economies. Jobs were pouring back in here. Companies putting billions of dollars, building factories in certain states. And then, boom, this hits. And, it's going to take a toll on our country. And I believe, like some of the other people said that, well, I'm not going to get into it, but I think certain other country should have to pay through import taxes or some way because they didn't tell us when they could have about that virus they had in their country. But anyway, I'm glad it's the weekend. And me and Ziva's just hanging out. I'm gonna watch some movies later. Ziva. Here, Ziva. Give me the ball. Ziva. No. Hey, come here. Drop. She's on it with this ball. What? Speak. Man, that dog can move. Woo! I mean, you talk about moving. She's moving. It's like turbo. Turbo speed. Guys, I might go ahead and do a video of my Glock 29 later tonight. Hey, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that comment about the dog. Might go ahead and do a video later tonight, guys, on my Glock 29. I've had at least a couple requests. And haven't done a gun video in a while, so we're going to go kind of old school here. the only reason is, people ask me, is it because of YouTube and their terms of service or anything? Absolutely not. 95 or more % of my gun videos are all monetized. There's only been a couple that's unmonetized, and the ones that aren't monetized don't even make any sense. Like me shooting machine guns is monetized, but then you'll have something where I'm showing a little a little revolver and they demonetized it. It doesn't make any sense. And other ones, I'm out shooting a Glock 18C machine gun and it's fully monetized. But anywho, literally the reason I haven't been reviewing guns is because I haven't had the passion for it to review firearms. You know, since 2008, in the past, 12 years, I've said and talked so much about guns that I feel like I've almost worn out the subject. Ziv, I feel like I've almost worn that subject out. Ziva. Sit. 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 Good girl. What? Speak. I feel like I've almost worn the subject out. I don't watch that many reviews, guys, anymore on guns. I don't know. There's not been any guns here lately that I've been super interested in. Like all my gun channel buddies from back in the day, they put out a gun video. Honestly, I just skip it. I don't watch any stuff about guns normally, unless it's a gun I'm really fascinated with. I lost that interest. Still love my guns, still have all my guns, but I just kind of, what you think? I sold them all? I just lost that interest. Hi, Ziva. Hi, Ziva. Hi, Ziva. There she is, guys. She is an awesome dog. Listens very well to me. Ziva, come. Look at that. Now, she don't want me to get the ball. She don't want me to get the ball, but she'll still listen to me. Ziva, come. See that? Such an amazing dog. Almost as smart as having a person around. Good girl. Good girl. Ziva. Just letting her get some running in, guys. She's got, she's been cooped up. She's got to get her exercise in. She thinks she's working when she chases this ball and brings it back to me. She thinks she's doing a job, and that's what these dogs live for, these working line dogs. They live to do a job. So when I throw this ball and she retrieves it and comes back, she thinks that she's doing work. Ziva, come here. She wants to tear that thing in two. Ziva, come here. Guys, I'll tell you a little something. Hang on here. Wait. Gotta come down this way so I can throw it. What you want? Sit. Good girl. Tell me. Speak. 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 Unfortunately, didn't know if I was going to do a video about this. Something very detrimental happened to somebody that some of you may know. Was on the fence of whether I was going to do a whole video about it. Don't know if I will or not, out of respect. But Jerry from Crazy 45 Cat passed away about 3 weeks ago. He passed away, and Crazy 45 Cat was a friend of mine going back to probably 2009, 2010. One of the most giving guys I've ever seen. Sometimes forced his way into sending me stuff. I'd try to tell him not to. He'd have night sights on a gun. He'd take them off to try their night sights, Ziv, and he would insist on sending me these $100 and some night sights that were a month old, and he used at the range twice, just for me to try. And he was just, he was that kind of a guy. He had money. His property was probably worth about $1 million. But besides all that, money doesn't mean anything. He's gone now. He's gone, and that's what matters. It's not all about, the money means nothing now. It's not all about that. But I did have messages from him in his final days, but I never got to actually speak with him on the phone. And that bothers me. Another thing that happened too was his dog Lucy, that he had for a decade, had to be put down literally about 2 weeks before he passed away. It was a golden retriever. Or she might have been a lab, one of those two. Somebody just told me we lost another YouTuber. Did you say Mr. Holster? I didn't catch that in time. The print's so tiny on this screen. Yeah, it's a sad thing, guys. Jerry was a good friend. And he's definitely missed. Ziva. Come here, Ziva. Come here, Ziva. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, Ziva. Oh, okay. Somebody told me, Keith Gregory, thank you. Give you a little shout out there, Keith. He told me somebody named Mr. Holster passed away. Now, I personally am not familiar with that name. I'm not for sure that I've seen anything, but I'll look up that channel when I get home, Mr. Holster, and I'll check that out. Come on, Zeev. I didn't want to go making a whole video about Crazy 45 Cat and titling it and everything, because it's out of respect for the family, for his family. Zeev, for his family and things like that. Mentioning in here is one thing. Tell him. Hi. Tell him hi. Tell him hi. Tell him. Hey. This is crazy, man. This virus and everything like that. But let's keep it on a lighter note. Any of you got dogs? Let me know what breed you have in the comments below. Let me know what breed you have, and I'll give you a shout out. I like all dogs. From corgis or small dogs, lap dogs, to big, Great Danes. Anything that's nice and friendly and, I like. I've even liked quite a few that wasn't too friendly. Good girl, Ziva. Good girl, Ziva. Good girl, Ziva. Ziva, come. Ziva, come. Good girl. German Shepherd Max. Or German Shepherd Mix, sorry. German Shepherd Mix. Somebody just told me they have. Nothing wrong with that at all. Probably a very smart dog, I would imagine. Toy Fox Terrier. Awesome. I've been around those before. I love those dogs. Toy Fox Terrier. I love them. Very cool little dogs. You guys, believe it or not, a dog I really like is, I also like the Boston Terrier. Currently have a blue-nosed pit bull. Want to buy a shepherd in the future. Any suggestions? That was a comment just left to me. Good job on the pit bull. I still got one at home, Goro. My suggestion would be, first and foremost, if you're not going to rescue, find a reputable breeder that has references, and that's all you need. If you find a reputable breeder with references, he'll help you out, with what you're looking for. Here's a couple of things I've learned if you were looking at for a German Shepherd. Make sure you get the drive you want. If you get too high drive of a dog, you're going to end up giving that dog away, unless your lifestyle dictates that. Ziva's a working dog, pure 100% working line dog, but she'll go home tonight and she's got no problem laying around. She'll lay around with no issue. Now, I've seen working dogs that were so driven that when you take them home, even after working them, the people that took them home, the dogs are pacing, panting, like this on the floor, all night till they finally drop. I've seen dogs like that. That's too much for me. That's too much. You don't need that high of a drive. And maybe if you were in the military and you wanted a military dog, but that's my biggest and foremost advice to you would be, get the right drive for what you want. Ziva's perfect. Ziva could go hike 10 to 12 miles with me, 8, 10, 12 miles, no problem. But if I don't want to leave the house tomorrow, she's fine to lay around on her bed all day. And I like the black ones, but I also love the black and tan with the black face, the tan with the black face. So, anything of your choosing. Oh, no problem, buddy. No problem. I like the blacks, the black ones, but if I were to get another one with her when Goro passes, I would get a black and tan, and I would want one that specifically has a real nice black face, black around the eyes, tan body and all that. So it's just your preference and it's just all, it's what's available and what you want. Come on, Steve. What you want? What you want? Tell him. Another thing to consider is, do you want a dog like Ziva that's an adult with some training? Now, you're going to pay some money. Be well made aware up front. If you get a dog like Ziva that's already got some training and you're just going to take home and get her used to your house and she's house trained and got base levels of training, you're going to pay money. It's not going to be cheap. But if you're going to get a puppy, if you can get a puppy and bring it home and be with it all the time and raise it, that's good too. Ziva was just Ziva was a dog that I just literally brought home and got her used to my house and my routine, and I've never had a problem, never one issue. Worth all the money, worth every dime. Going to Army MP soon, want a good dog for home when I'm out. Yeah, I would definitely say get a Shepherd, definitely. I've had her since January 19th. And we're going into the 3rd month now. That's when they consider the dog fully bonded, 2 to 3 month period. To the canine training. The canine training, just to be sure, they make you wait 3 months before you do your canine training with her under your command. But it's 2 to 3 month period is when the dog is fully bonded to you. And she's protective very much of the house. She'll be protective of your vehicle when she gets used to it, your yard. And everything like that. Like I've said before, any dog that you have, from a teacup all the way up to a Great Dane, if it barks, that's probably better home security than an alarm. That's probably better home security than an alarm. I don't care if you got a lap dog to a Great Dane. A dog that barks makes burglars want to run the other way. Just the noise, the commotion, the fact that the dog will stir people up and get people awake. It doesn't matter if the dog only weighs 5 pounds. A dog that's in there going crazy, barking, waking everybody up is the last thing a burglar wants. He doesn't always have to be scared of the dog. Come on, Ziv. Me and her's getting ready to go. It's getting colder, and we got some walking to do to get back to the vehicle. Yeah, guys, I just, nothing real big here. I just kind of wanted to turn on the camera, show Ziva, and just talk. Yeah. I think this is Becky. Thank you, Becky. Saying Ziva's beautiful. I think she's awesome. I appreciate the compliment. She's a very good dog. I think she's bonded to me pretty well. Sometimes when I'm laying down, she'll come up and she'll literally lay across me to where her head's under my chin. She'll want to lay her whole self on her side all the way up me, and her head will be under my chin. And she takes food from me. When you first get a German Shepherd that's an adult, they won't take food out of your hands till they trust you. They will not. They might take it, they'll drop it on the floor. She's been eating from my hands, I don't know, for a good while now. But they're smart, and they're not gonna do something until they know what they're getting into. I can hug her. When I first got her, she would never let me give her a hug. Like, I would just get down and pet her, and I would try to give her a hug, because I hug dogs, And I thought, well, I must have a dog that just don't like hugs. Here, all it was she had to get used to me first. Now I can put my shoulder up under her neck, and I can take my right arm around her head, and I can hug that dog and have her closed into me, and she'll just sit there. She'll just sit there and until I let go. So I feel that she's pretty much fully bonded with me now. Ziva girl. Ziva girl. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a good weekend. Stay safe out there, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, yep. You're right, Becky. She just commented that she had to trust me first. That's exactly right. She definitely had to trust. Don't think that a dog's dumb. When you get a dog, don't think that dog just gets with anybody, stays at your house, and when you exchange money and you're the owner, the dog knows that. The dog does not know that. All the dog knows is it's with a stranger, and it's watching its back. That's all the dog knows. It don't know that you paid money or however you got her and that you're keeping her for life. This dog has no idea when you take her home. She's just looking at you like, this strange guy's got me. What is going on? Yeah, they're very, very intelligent dogs. And, well, a lot of dogs are. Not just Shepherds. But, yeah, she's very, very smart. And I think she knows the deal now. I think she knows the deal. I treat this dog like gold, I guess you'd say. I try to comfort her in every way. Her dog bed is memory foam. It's memory foam and gel it's made with. And she has a pillow on the floor. She'll lay on her bed and her pillow like a human. And, just everything I do, I try to treat her as the best that I can and talk to her nice and, and do all that stuff, So, well, that's awesome, being raised with a German Shepherd, because I'm sure that's very, very nice, and especially the protection part. She seems very protective of kids. Somebody asked me how old Ziva was. Ziva's 4. As of last winter, Ziva's 4 right now. She's 1 year older than I wanted to go. I wanted to go maximum 3, but you have to understand that there's give and take. You're looking for a dog that is what you want and everything you need in the dog, and the drive and the training. And you have to, you want to go with your best match. So I was willing to give. Oh, Gotti, I like that name. I know a lot of people that named their pit bulls that. Very cool name, though. All right, guys, we got to go. You guys have a good and safe weekend. And stay safe out there, guys. I'll be back with you with maybe a Glock 29 or Glock 20. Okay, man, I'm all confused here. No problem, Becky. I'll talk to you later. And Glock 29 video coming soon, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me later.